How does the Grand Slam curse impact baseball batters? Imagine stepping up to the plate with the bases loaded, ready to hit a home run that could change the game. Now picture the pressure of hitting a Grand Slam, a moment that can boost a player's stats or turn into a tough spot. But is there really a curse that affects players after they hit a Grand Slam? Let's find out what the facts say about Grand Slams, solo home runs, and how they relate to a batter's performance metrics. A Grand Slam happens when a batter hits a home run with the bases loaded, scoring for runs in one swing. It is one of the most exciting moments in baseball because it adds a big number to the team's score. Solo home runs, on the other hand, are when a batter hits a home run with no runners on base, earning just one run for the team. Both are important parts of a player's power and runs batted in statistics. These metrics help us understand how often players hit for power and how many runs they produce. Some believe that after hitting a Grand Slam, players might face a slump or struggle in their next at-bats. This idea is called the Grand Slam curse, but there is no strong evidence to support it. In fact, statistical analysis shows that players who hit Grand Slams tend to perform just as well afterward as they did before. Their power and runs batted in numbers remains consistent over time, whether they hit solo home runs or Grand Slams. Looking at foundational batting metrics, such as batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage, we see no decline after a Grand Slam. Power metrics like home runs per at-bat and runs batted in per game also stay steady. This means that hitting a Grand Slam does not negatively impact a player's ability to hit solo home runs or other types of home runs later in the game or season. In terms of power and runs batted in metrics, players who hit Grand Slams often continue to produce high numbers. Their ability to generate runs remains unaffected by the big moment. Some players even hit multiple Grand Slams in a season, showing that these moments are part of their overall power profile, not a curse or a bad omen. So the idea of a Grand Slam curse affecting a batter's future performance is not backed by facts. Hitting a Grand Slam is a display of power and skill, and it does not cause a slump or decrease in performance afterward. Players who excel in power and runs batted intend to keep performing at high levels, regardless of whether they hit solo home runs or Grand Slams. The statistics support that these moments are just part of the game, not a curse that haunts players.